Here are the results of the third survey on the impact of COVID-19 on tourism in New Brunswick. The Tourism Industry Association of New Brunswick has been conducting surveys to better understand the impact of COVID-19 on our tourism operators. More than 180 operators around the province have filled out the third survey that started April 6th and finished April the 16th. As mentioned earlier, we had more than 180 operators fill out this survey. 40% are accommodations, including hotels, B&Bs, and inns. 14% are food and beverage services, and 10% are tourism operators and others. We have received input from all 5 scenic drives in New Brunswick. For the question on how many employees does your business have, we are seeing that more than 50% of respondents have 10 or less employees. More than 20% have between 11 and 25. A little over 10% have between 26 and 50, and more than 5% have more than 50. In the other category, we are seeing volunteers and entrepreneurs. When we compare March 2019 with March 2020, we can see that 1% have seen a slight increase in revenue in March 2020. Less than 1% have seen an increase between 11 and 15%. A little more than 2% have seen a significant increase between 26 and 50%, and 2% have doubled their revenue or more. On the opposite side, always comparing March 2019 to March 2020, we are seeing that more than 42% have lost half or more of their revenue. More than 11% have lost between 26 and 50%. More than 5% have lost between 11 and 15, and 3% have lost between 1 and 10%. For the question, how do your sales or revenues for March 2020 compared with those of 2019? What you see here is that more than 65% of the respondents have seen a loss in revenue in March 2020. More than 6% have seen a slight growth, and more than 8% have seen no changes. In the other category, we are seeing new businesses. For the question, what actions have you currently taken as a result of COVID-19, we are seeing that more than 56% have closed temporarily, and more than 5% have closed permanently. Almost 38% have laid off staff, 34% remain open offering reduced services, 25% have reduced staff hours, and 19% have taken other actions such as postponed openings, added extra precaution to protect the staff and the visitors. We've asked our operators to let us know the percentage of employees that have been laid off because of COVID-19. Almost 32% of respondents have said that they have laid off between 76 and 100% of their staff, 7% between 51 and 75% of their staff, while 4% have laid off between 26 and 50%, and 5% have laid off between 1 and 25%. 44% in the other category includes seasonal, no staff, and owners with no revenue. Looking at the next 3 months and risks your business is facing if the situation does not change, more than 68% believe that they will need to close temporarily, while more than 19% believe that they might close permanently, which brings the number of possible permanent closure to 25%. More than 42% will not be able to pay wages. More than 13% will not be able to pay sick leave, and almost 51% would not be able to open for the summer season. We have almost 10% in the other category that includes not being able to pay their operational costs, property taxes, or honor signed contracts. For the question of have you applied for any COVID-19 related aid from any level of government, 45% have said yes, while more than 46% have said no, and 8% have selected others. Under the comments for this question, we are not eligible, payroll is less than $20,000. Not open yet. Don't fit the criteria. Denied for loans. Many are not eligible. For the question which types of COVID-19 related aid have you applied for, 39% have applied for the 75% wage subsidy, more than 41% for the $40,000 interest-free loan, 11% for employment insurance, 41% for Canada Emergency Response Benefit, 31% for deferring GST, and 21% in others, which include Workers' Emergency Income Benefit, CBDC loan, and others. For the question, what other forms of financial aid do you require during COVID-19, 14% said commercial rent moratorium, 26% said mortgage moratorium, more than 5% said personal rent moratorium, 45% said interest-free loans, more than 52% said direct financial aid, and 35% said debt forgiveness. More than 24% have mentioned others, which include NB Power wipe off the monthly bill. Maybe Rogers and Bell could be lenient as well. Cut or forgiveness of property tax, bailout for small businesses, deferred interest. TIANB is here to support you. We have hired a dynamic team to guide you through the many provincial and federal programs available to you, your businesses, and your employees. 1-833-50-TIANB or 1-833-508-4262 from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. These are very difficult times for all of us, and we need to work together to provide government officials the information they need to make and support their decisions. It is more important than ever to collect information on the impact COVID-19 is having on our tourism operators, especially now that businesses are starting to open and new programs become available. Our fourth survey is online, so we encourage you to provide information on how your business has been affected during these trying times as we continue to share your voice during our discussions with federal and provincial governments. We are a strong industry, and we will get through this together. Thank you, and stay healthy.